I'm with the Tift County varsity cheerleaders, and they would like to say, welcome to the Blitz! Welcome to week 7 of the Blitz. I'm Joey Lamar.
And I am Matthew Doyle. Another week of football is in the books, and we have a lot of great games to look at tonight, starting with a Region 6A matchup of Tift County and Lee County.
That's absolutely right. Last year, these two teams finished 3-4 in the region, and Tift, they haven't forgotten about last year. They were upset by Lee County at home, and before the game, Fox 31 Sports spoke with both coaches about this matchup.
I think they've won every game with running clock in the second half, so they've got a lot of explosiveness on offense. They've got a great running back in Barry Bennett, but they've also got several good receivers.
Coach Fabrizio over here at Lee County's got a tremendous program. I mean, well, they've got some really great players. What we got to do is we just can't give up big plays and control the football and do well on special teams.
And it's our Harvey's game of the week. Lee County hosting Tift County. And we're going to start with this one, the Trojans walking out on the field in the first quarter. Third player of the game, Sean Roundtree with the interception, setting up the Trojans with a short field. The Blue Devils, they're trying to hold the line on 4th and 1. They come up with a big stop. It's going to be close. They will have to bring the chains out, but it will be a turnover on downs for Lee County. And after the quick change, Tift County trying to get the offense started on the ground. But the ball is on the ground, and Avery Solomon, the highly talented junior, on the recovery. Ball inside the 5 now. Demarius Milton puts the Trojans up 7-0. And now late in the first quarter, it's Garrett Morrell. He's trying to get the offense started on the quarterback keeper. He's known as a passer, but the run is working just fine. And on the same drive, it's the start of the second quarter. Morrell, he's doing what he does best. Trey Efert, touchdown. Lee County up 14-0 at this point. They go on to win 42-14 and remain undefeated. Rain could not stop this one between Valdosta and Camden County. Picked this one up at 4th and long for Camden, and they're punting low snap. Jace Wright can't handle it, and he's hit. He fumbles. It's picked up by Jalen Temple, who goes in for the touchdown. 7-0 Valdosta, thanks to the punt return team. 4th and long again for Camden County. Good result this time. They're going to down this ball inside the 1-yard line. So the Cats starting with their heels on the goal line, and that was big because the very next play, Seth Schumann gets the high snap and can't get away from DeAndre Goodman. He slammed to the ground for a safety. Second quarter, 4th and 8, Camden in Valdosta territory, and Tony Hammond goes for the deep pass, incomplete, but pass interference, so first down Camden. A few plays later, the penalty comes back to hurt Valdosta. Hamilton backpedals and finds Mark Nash for the wide for a touchdown. 2-point conversion good, 10-9 Camden. With minutes left in the fourth quarter, Valdosta is trailing Camden 10-31.
And both Deerfield, Windsor, and Brookwood enter tonight's game undefeated in region play. And the Knights have won 13 of the last 14 games against Brookwood, but that one loss came last year on the road. And the Knights were looking for their 3rd straight win, but Brookwood gets a huge help from Cale Deese on the opening kickoff, finds the hole, spins through a tackle, and finally gets tackled at the 43-yard line to set the Warriors up in great field position. However, 2 plays later, bad snap, quarterback Alfonso Spencer unable to get a handle on it, and Derek Davis jumps on it and sets the Knights up inside Warrior territory. And 3 plays later, the Knights give it to the big fella, Cameron McCook, and he punches it in for the touchdown. 7-0 Knights after the PAT. Nets Brookwood possession. Another high snap puts the Warriors near their own goal line, and then Nets on 4th down. The Knights punt is blocked, or they block the punt, and Cole Mitchell recovers it in the end zone. 14-0 at that point, and the Knights go on to win 27-16. And Calhoun County going for their first win tonight at home against Terrell County, but the Green Waves have something different in mind. First drive, Terrell County runs the option to Travion Bishop, pitches the ball to Joseph Minter, and he takes it down the sideline for the touchdown. And on the next drive, Minter is going for it again, but he is going through the air, and who does he find? He finds a Travion Bishop. He rumbles his way into the end zone for the touchdown, 14-0 Terrell County. The Travion Bishop is not finished though. He fools the defense with the fake handoff, makes it look so easy, one-handed down the sideline. Green Waves dominate the first half in Calhoun County. They were up 14-0 at that point. And do not go anywhere. We will reveal our Team of the Week, highlight Turner County's great start to the season, and have more game highlights after the break. Welcome back to the Blitz. Colquitt County entered tonight undefeated and ranked #1 in Class 6A and ranked in the top 5 in many national polls, and that is why the defending state champions are our Fox 31 Sports Team of the Week. Now, over their first 5 games, they have dominated opponents by jumping out to quick leads and having a running clock to finish. Head coach Russ Probst knows that his team will be challenged more in a region he compares to the SEC West in college football, and he hopes they can continue their 20-game win streak the rest of the way out.
I don't know that we've been challenged yet. We've had to run a running clock second half every game, so I don't know that we are prepared for what we're going to see Friday night. I really don't. Really the fun time of the year, but you best be the most focused this time of year.
And more rain in Valdosta as Colquitt leads 22-14 to start a second half. An opening drive, Chase Parrish quick pass to Tyler McKinnon for the first down, and the Pack is driving in the rain. Handoff to Nathaniel Powell, finds some room for a nice gain. Another first down for the Packers, and that same drive, Parrish back to pass, complete to Sean Bonner. First down for the Packers, and they are rolling. And let's stick with that drive. They're in Viking territory. Parrish completes to Javarius Madison, and now we're facing second down. Packers slowly but surely driving, and Parrish a quick pass but a sure tackle by the Viking defense. Fourth down, Colquitt, and that leads to Luis Martinez, 43-yard field goal. It is good. Colquitt goes on to win 42-20. And Fitzgerald looking to stay undefeated against the young Thomasville team, and the rain was coming down hard in Thomasville tonight. 9 minutes left in the first half. Hurricanes leading 21-7. JT Rice faced the handoff, weaves his way close to the end zone, but the Hurricane defense holds on and they force a field goal, but the snap is bad. Ford Fault can't get it and is tackled. Fitzgerald then starts a long drive. James Graham keeps the ball and fights his way for good yardage. J.D. King takes a handoff and he goes up the middle for the first down, and James Graham then goes from 3 yards out for the touchdown. Fitzgerald goes up 28-7 late in the second quarter, and time running out. J.T. Rice hits Corey Lee with the pass, and then Rice then throws a long pass up to Ford Fault, who races into the end zone. Fitzgerald goes in to half leading 28-14, 41-14 is your final.
And let's turn our attention now to Region 1-4A and Thomas County Central and Monroe, 2 teams that just missed out on the playoffs a year ago. Monroe missed the playoffs for the first time since 2010, and TCC the first time since 1990. So with that, we know just how important these region games are. First quarter, no score. Monroe on their opening drive. Mark Robinson runs it up the middle. Later in the drive, Dexter Woolman runs for a few yards. Now it's 4th and short for Monroe. Mark Robinson can't make it to the marker, and Thomas County takes over on downs. After the turnover, the running back is met by Vivian Galvin, forces the fumble, and Antonio Lear walked into the end zone. Monroe up 7-0. Jackets next drive. Hillis Woodard on the keeper, picks up a nice gain. He's trying to start the offense for the Jackets. Later in the drive, Williams then finds Jamie Palmer, and the Jackets building a nice drive here. Late in the first quarter now, Williams hits Zach Johnson with the pass. TCC very methodical tonight. Start of the second quarter now, Nick Patterson scrambles in from 3 yards out. The game is tied, but the final score will be Thomas County Central 20 to Monroe 7. They pick up their first region win. And the band is playing it smart in the rain. See what I did there? Lanier kicks it off. Cedric Leggett on the return. He's been one of the top performers for the Rebels all season long, and tonight was no different. This was the opening kickoff, and he is going to house it. 6-0 Rebels on the very first play of the game. Now, the Rebels were not without their mistakes. Here's their only mistake of the night. A false start penalty backs them up 5 yards, but that would not stop Turner County's show. Still in the first. Turner County going up top. And who is that? Is that Cedric Leggett? It is. With the catch, keeps his feet, 12-0 Turner County. The Rebels remain undefeated. They rout Lanier, and they pick up the win. And we just showed you Turner County remaining undefeated with a lopsided win over Lanier County. And Fox 31 Sports took a closer look at the pride of Ashburn. As Turner County head coach Ben Simmons eyes the remainder of the season, he preaches a consistent message to his team.
If you want to be champions, you say you want to be champions, you got to act like champions, and you got to prepare each and every week to get better.
Last year, halfway through the season, Turner County was 3-3. So what's changed?
Leadership, senior leadership, team leadership, and what we're trying to build.
Senior running back and defensive back Lorenzo Bolden says Coach Simmons has a different style and deserves a lot of credit.
He going deeper into it, explaining how to do things rather than just telling us.
Now the team is closer than ever, which is displayed on and off the field.
Do different things like have cookouts with the team, go eat, go out of town, hang out.
And the renewed spirit of the kids has rubbed off on the adults.
The strategic J on Sunday, the game plan, to really break down everything. Because when you go to present it to the kids on Monday, you've got to be on point.
And they have been on point all season long. So what's the ultimate goal for the Rebels?
I think any ceiling for any program would be region championships and state championships.
That's nice, but Lorenzo Bolden summed up the 2015 team best, saying, "I know my brothers have my back." Next week, the Rebels are off, but if they win the following week against Clinch County, they move to 7-0, and it will mark the first time since 1976 that has occurred. And the 76 team went on to win a state championship. Don't go anywhere. We still have a lot of Blitz left. We look ahead at the rest of the Fantastic Four, as well as Crisp Academy, searching for their second win of the season. Stick around. Welcome back to the Blitz. Worth County struggled coming out of the gate this season, dropping their first two contests. But instead of hanging their heads, Jason Tunnel's team stayed the course and are now back at 500. And a win tonight would make 3 straight and give them a winning record for the first time this season. Worth County fans excited about tonight's matchup against Doherty. First touch of the game, the opening kickoff. Eric Burrows takes this one to the house. It was an easy score, and Worth was really just getting started against the Trojans in this one. The ensuing drive for Doherty, they're having trouble trying to move the chains. A busted play on the snap, and he's surrounded by Rams and dropped for a loss. Now, Doherty punting. Special teams for Worth County. Adrian McCaleb takes another return to the house. Corey Joyner is going to have nightmares about his special team performance. Now, Worth well in control. Scored 21-0 in the first quarter. Worth back in the red zone, and Jerome Williams picks it up and still manages to go untouched. Worth County picks up the region win 49-0. They are now above 500 for the first time this season. And let's stay in Region 1 4A with Albany traveling to Crisp County. Homecoming night for Crisp. Second quarter, Crisp up 19-0. Albany's top Quavius Terrell is hits Coram Broussard, but he's quickly taken down by the defense. Still in the second, Terrell finds Broussard again. He gains a couple of yards, but it was an uphill battle for Albany against Crisp tonight. Crisp driving now. The quarterback is going to fake it. He's going to find his man, and he's going to go all the way down the sideline and into the end zone. A great run here for the Cougars as they get the first down deep into Albany territory. Now, minutes left in the second quarter. On the run, quarterback's going to plow his way into the end zone for yet another touchdown for Crisp County, bringing the score to 26-0 at the half. Crisp will go on to win to shut out Albany 34-0.
And let's look at another GISA matchup as Westwood was taking on TIFTAREA Academy tonight. And it may be raining cats and dogs on the field, but the cheerleaders are sticking with their team. Third quarter, Panthers looking to get the ball moving, but the pass falls incomplete. This won't be the first time we see balls slipping out of people's hands tonight. Fourth down, Panthers punting, low punt, and that takes a few bounces. Wildcats able to pick it up, and there goes the ball. He was untouched. Wet conditions showing as he fumbles the ball, and he quickly recovers, though. Still in the third quarter, Panthers, they are punting, and the Wildcats are going to recover, and he is going to bolt down the sideline, making a great run, and then watch what happens to the cameraman here. He gets tackled, and Everybody was okay. The cameraman confirmed that he was okay as well. Seconds left in the third quarter. Wildcats lining up. They did nothing on the fumble, 14-6 at that point, and they led big heading into the fourth quarter. And Crisp Academy looking to add another to the win column, and the Wildcats get some help from Jackson Gambrell. Gage Bell rolls to his right, goes for his stiff arm, but forgot the ball. Gambrell with the pressure, and Crisp Academy falls on it. Ensuing possession for Crisp. The run game isn't going anywhere. They get stuffed when the run game, and when the run game isn't working, you got to go through the air. Gambrell rolls to his right, looking down the sideline, finds Devin Howard for the big first down. Crisp moves into DEA territory, and on first down, Gambrell once again looking deep, and once again he finds his man, Devin Howard. The junior has them in scoring threat at first and goal, and why not add a touchdown pass to cap off the drive. He finds William Baudry for the touchdown, and the Wildcats are up 6-0 at that point.
All Friday night, we scoured the stands for the most hardcore and passionate fans Southwest Georgia has to offer. And I think we came up with the top three, the nominees for your Albany Tech Fan of the Week. Let's start with our Game of the Week. Lee County student section pumped up, and in Sylvester, the Worth County fans catching footballs in the rain. That is definitely dedication. And finally, this dad is walking in the rain with his daughter, who was the homecoming queen. And we are not done yet. Still to come, we have the TERRELL Player of the Week and our nominees for the Cold Creek Regional Medical Center Player of the Week. Stick around. Welcome back to the Blitz. Another great week of high school football action, which means a lot of great plays. But I think we found our TERRELL Play of the Week. And we're going to start with the opening kickoff from Turner County and Lanier County. Cedric Leggett takes it to the house. The Rebels never looked back as they remain undefeated.
And here are our nominees for the Colquitt County Regional Player of the Week. You just saw Cedric Leggett for the Play of the Week, and he's also up for the Player of the Week. He had 2 touchdowns in the early going tonight. And from Terrell County and Calhoun County, Joseph Minter with also 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air and 1 right there on the ground. And Jackson Gambrell, he had a forced fumble and a touchdown pass early in Crisp County Academy's game. Be sure to go online and vote for your favorite player. And let's check out some games going on next week. Deerfield-Windsor will travel to Southland, while Cook will host Toombs County. And Lowndes will continue its region schedule at Camden County, while Thomas County Central will travel to Hugh Mills to face Albany. And Crisp County will be at Cairo, and Westover seats their first win of the season as they host America's Sumter on Thursday. Berrien will be at Early County, and Seminole County will travel to Brooks County. And Sherwood Christian will be taking on Covenant, while Thomasville travels to Pelham. Mitchell County will be at Baconton Charter, and Randolph Clay is traveling to Calhoun County.
And here's a look at the Harvest Game of the Week. Another tough week of sledding in the SEC West, or should I say Region 1-6A. Tift County at Valdosta, Colquitt at Lee County, and then in 4A, Worth County at Bainbridge. And the Bearcats, one of the top teams in the state for Class 4A. And finally, Valwood at Westwood. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend.